Let's start standing if you're able to do that today. If that's accessible. And if not, you can do it from a chair. And let's just start with some movement, some bouncing if you feel like it. But as always, trust what your body needs. My body needs some shoulder rolls today. Going backwards. And then gradually slowing down. In my body right now, I have a lot of anxious energy, a lot of movement energy. And so I'm just going to be listening to that. And so I might be moving quickly. Maybe your body is feeling something different. So I'm just going to be trying to get out some of this anxious energy. And if you're feeling more slow, then do that. And maybe you're feeling really, really still and you don't want to move at all. And that's okay. So this is all about us each learning to trust our own bodies and move in the ways that feel good in the moment in our own bodies. In a way that is going to be supportive of coming into meditation. And I'm going to do a little bit of cat-cow. I am now a certified yoga teacher, so I'm allowed to do that online. And so many of you know what cat-cow is. And so if you're able to get down on the floor on your knees, we're just going to be doing a little bit of cat-cow where we arch our backs, head goes down, and then head comes up, belly goes down. You're breathing out as the back goes up, and you're breathing in as the belly goes down. Out as you arch like a cat, and in as your back sways and your head comes up. Now just going at your own pace with your own breath. And now seeing if you can slow down the exhale part. So we're doing what we often do, but we're slowing down the exhale while doing the positioning, if that's what you're doing. And if you're still in your chair, then just slow down the exhale as you sit. Feel your body and your breath as you do this. Use the motion to come more into your body. And then coming to stillness, coming to face the camera again, or face the computer again. And now, either from a sitting position or a standing position, we're just gonna get the hips a little more flexible. So you can also do this in a chair, and you're just gonna kind of be moving your hips around. So I'll show it from standing first, and you're kind of trying to push into those areas that feel a little tight. Your circles don't need to be big, they can be very small. They could be like this. If your hips are really tight, maybe it's like this. So I'm just pushing into these areas that feel tight in my own hips, and then switching directions. So if you're standing, continue to do that. And then if you are needing to be in a sitting position, you could either be sitting on the floor, or you could be sitting in a chair and do the same thing. Pretty intuitive, but it's gonna look more upper body if you're sitting down. It's not exactly getting at the same muscles, but and so you're gonna again go in one direction if you're sitting. Perhaps you're already doing this, so then just continue. Maybe do a repeat of the other side. And then whenever you're done with that one side, you're switching directions. And maybe you're closing your eyes and really feeling into this movement. And as always, if your body says, I don't want to do that ever or today, you listen to your own body, you listen to your own inner guide above anything I have to say ever. You are your best own inner teacher. Okay. So coming to stillness. And let's just take some deep breaths. Let's do some full yogic breathing now, where we're imagining ourselves from here to here as a vase. And we're going to fill the bottom of the vase first with air. So we're going to fill the belly with air, then the mid chest, and then the upper chest with air. And so you're going to see my belly expand with the in-breath, and then I'll put my hands here so you can see my hands expanding here and then here. You can do it along with me if you want. You can feel your own body expanding, and then we'll show the exhalation as well with the hands. So I won't be able to talk as I'm saying this, obvious, or as I'm doing it. So just watch and come along with me if you'd like. So breathing in. And out. In and out. So keep going with hands or not. On the exhale, it's not exactly a wave. It's kind of like it all compresses at once, just to name that. So breathing in through the belly first. Okay, keep going. I'm going to teach you something called Ujjayi breathing. It's very calming for the nervous system. And we're going to do it with this full yogic breath. So you're going to keep breathing in through the belly and then expanding and then contracting. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to constrict the back of your throat. Okay. So the back of the soft palate is going to be slightly tight. And I've called this Darth Vader breathing before because you hear the sound of your breath in your ears because of the constriction of your throat. So without any full yogic breath, let's just try that at first. Let's just try the Darth Vader or ocean breathing or Ujjayi breathing. These are all the same thing. Good. So now, if you're not getting it, another way to explain this is as if you were outside on a cold day and you were trying to heat up your hands, but your mouth is closed. So it's a little bit different than that. So actually, let's pretend we're trying to, when it's cold outside and you want to put, and you blow onto glass, how it steams up the glass. So that's what we're trying to do with our mouth closed. And so try that if the way of like tightening your palate wasn't quite registering or resonating with you. Try the idea that you're blowing on glass with your nose. And you're doing it in both directions. So you're blowing on the glass with your nose, and then you're breathing in the same sort of constricted way. Right. And so Ujjayi breath has this way of like slowing down the breath. And also, to me at least, it feels calming to be hearing the breath in my ears. So if this is resonating with you, if you've kind of got it now, then do Ujjayi breath and combine it with the full yogic breath. And if the Ujjayi breath is like, I don't understand what she's saying, this doesn't make any sense to me, then just let it go. Let it go. And you can do some more reading about it later if it matters to you, if you want to. Or you can just let it go because it's going to have benefit either way if you're doing this full yogic breath. So we're back to filling the vase from the bottom, then the mid chest, then the upper chest with the in breath. And then to some extent on the exhale, the upper chest relaxes, the mid chest contracts, and then the belly contracts. It's not exactly in a wave on the exhale. So don't worry about it if it kind of feels like it's all happening at one time. Okay, so we're going to do that. And for those of you who know Ujjayi breath, ocean breath, or who are wanting to play around with that today, who just got introduced, you can add that to this full yogic breath. And it basically just slows everything down. Okay. So whenever you're ready, and I want you to go at your own pace. Don't feel like you have to follow my breathing. I welcome you to close your eyes while we do this. We're going to do this for about a minute. And then I'll pause you and we'll do something else after that. So we're just going to do full yogic breath for about a minute at your own pace. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. see if your mouth and your face are tight and see if you can release the face. Doing good. We're going to do this for about another minute, and I want you to see if your jaw and your face are contracted. And if they are, see if you can soften them as you do the breathing. And also see if there's any part of you that's being held in tension or tightness, and see if you can invite the body to soften. Good. Staying inward. If eyes are closed, keeping eyes closed. And allowing yourself to just go back to your own natural breath. In whatever position you're in, seeing if there is a little more ease you could find in your body, even if you need to shift positions, seeing if you can be a little more at ease, a little more comfortable. using the breath as your anchor to the present moment. So there's sensations in the body, there's emotions, there's thoughts, there's sound, and all these things are changing. Everything's changing around you and inside of you all the time. And the breath can be one way to access the present moment. It's just one, though. Sound could be another. And focusing on body sensation could be another. Mantra could be another. So if you're new to this and the breath feels accessible, let's go with the breath. If you're not new to this and you've tried this before and you know that the breath is actually not your best object of focus, then go to one of these other objects. Could be focusing on a certain area of the body that you come back to. Ideally, if you're going to do that, it's a place that is not painful, has some ease in it. So maybe the feet or the hands or some other part of your body that doesn't feel strained. And then what happens with any of these objects of focus is the mind is going to wander, as it does. It's going to go to thoughts or stories. You're going to notice an emotion. And then when you notice that, you notice the phenomena that the mind has wandered to. And as gently and with as much kindness as you can, you bring the mind, or the awareness rather, back to the object of focus. So you just begin again over and over and over again. You begin again with the next breath, or you begin again by refocusing your awareness on your feet, or you begin again with your mantra, which could be a mantra you have had for a long time, or it could be simply the mantra of right here, right now. So it doesn't have to be something fancy. It could just be right here, right now, or it could even be simpler. Here on the in breath and now on the out breath. Other mantras people might use are peace on the in breath, calm on the out breath. And we're not trying to force anything. These are just potential words you can use. In the meantime, though, all these things are happening in your phenomena, right? All these things are happening in your body. All these memories are coming up, maybe regrets, maybe your grocery list, maybe a strong emotion or a pain in your heart, maybe excitement. So all these phenomena are coming up as you're doing the meditation, and we're not pushing them out. We're allowing them to be there. So they're just like floating through. They're passing phenomena. Everything's changing. You notice them, and then intermittently you come back to your object of focus, your object of concentration that helps you sort of be tethered to the present moment while there's all these things drifting through. So I'm going to be quiet now and let's practice together in that way. And intermittently, I'm going to ring a bell. And that bell is sort of a nonverbal invitation to just notice what's here right now. What's here right now, and come back to your object of focus, whatever that may be today. watching your consciousness as it moves from thing to thing. That's just what it does. It's not a problem. And then utilizing your anchor, your breath, your feet, your mantra, whatever, to intermittently come back to the present moment. So phenomena happen, back to the anchor. close the meditation, I'd love to invite you into 3 ohms with me. And I'd love to invite you to really feel the vibration of the sound in your body. If you're unable to make sound right now, imagine the Om. So we're going to breathe in together, and on the exhale, we'll do the Om, and we'll do that 3 times. Breathing in. Om. 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 May the fruits of our practice today spread outwards in all directions and help to end the suffering of all beings everywhere. I bow to each one of you. The essence in me sees the essence in you, and feel really grateful that you showed up today. Feel really grateful that we're co-creating this space, this community, this energy together. Feels very supportive to me, and I hope it feels supportive to you.